Hi, I'm Jess, and today I'm going to be doing an anime review, which is different for me since this is the first anime that I've ever watched and finished. So we'll get on with this and see how it goes. So firstly, you may have noticed that I have this wall of stuff here at my uni room, and I have all fandom related things, so mostly Disney, some TV shows, movies and stuff on here. I'm going to cut to a clip of some things I recently added to do with Sword Art Online, the anime I am reviewing today. Bear in mind, I started watching this at the beginning of the week, so this is how obsessed I am. There's a lot of Asuna chibis, and there's a Kirito chibi, and there's one of them together, and it's so cute. I love them so much, and that's how I'm going to start this anime review, with how much I love Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online follows a guy called Kirito who enters into a virtual online multiplayer game, and everybody that enters into the game gets trapped in there by the creator, and they have to complete the 100 levels of the game to get out of the game into the real world. And yeah, and also if you die in the game, then you die in real life, and it's really such an original concept. I loved it so much. So Kirito meets all these people in this game, and he's always been a solo player, but then he realizes that because this game is more like real life, because they're in there for so long, it feels like it's just their life. He has to be with people, he can't play on his own, he has to, because it's not a game, it's what his life is now, so he has to sort of accept that. He has to gain friendships with people and gain Asuna because she is the most adorable. I love her so much. I'm just like, oh, I'm obsessed with her. I think she's great. But yeah, it's really like the music in it is so good. It always fits the situation that the characters are in. The action is amazing. It's a sword game, obviously, so they're all sword fighting with the enemies and sometimes with other players, and oh, it's just like so good. It's so well drawn and well realized that it's just so good. I didn't like that, one thing I didn't like was that Kirito always would meet so many different characters that were so interesting, but he'd meet them like once and then they would never turn up again, or they'd end up being part of his sob story, and everything was to do with how they were towards Kirito rather than them as themselves. But I think it really well portrayed proper relationships, because Kirito is not always happy with the decisions Asuna made, and Asuna wasn't always happy with the decisions Kirito made, and they were just great together, and I'm in love with their relationship so much. Yeah, oh, it's so good. I don't even know how to review this properly because I'm so in love with it that I don't feel like I can review it objectively. Like, I just don't feel like it's possible. This season did change halfway through to being something completely different, and I think season 2 or Sword Art Online 2 changes completely from Sword Art Online. So I did like that about it, because it means that once one storyline is finished, you go on to something that's completely different but with the same characters, and it was really great. And I really loved the second part of the season. I think of this season as being 2 seasons because it's so different. So I'd say the first half is season 1 and the second half is season 2. And then there's Sword Art Online 2. But it's so good, and if you've not watched anime and you want to get into anime, I love Sword Art Online, and I was such a good into anime. I've started watching Attack on Titan, but I'm not very into it at the minute, so if anybody has any more anime suggestions, definitely put them down in the comments because I would love them. I am watching My Neighbor Totoro. I'm in the middle of it and I'm liking it so far, but I'm not loving it, but I think because that's a children's movie anime thing, it's not a anime as such. So that was my review of Sword Art Online, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.